You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to pay someone once a week, but then you expect, you know what I'm saying? Like this idea, you know what I'm saying? You want to pay me once a week, but you expect me to, you know, to keep in touch with me 5, 6, 7, you know, 4, 5, 6 days a week. That's just not going to work, Anil. Right? That's not a good proposition. That's not good on my end. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that either you or your wife, or I see you today, or any other day outside of Monday and Wednesdays, make a cash offer. Okay, make sure you give me an incentive, all right? Because I'm not into doing favors. I'm not going to just stop by there between 1 and 2 o'clock just to do you a favor, okay? I'm not doing you any favors, right? Make me a legit offer. Do you understand me? You make me an offer, okay? I'm not into asking you for fucking tabs every other fucking day. I need to make some capital, okay? I'm not into being indebted to you. I know that's how you like to do with people, all right? And this thing is like, and that's the problem with Anil. It's like he's so used to working with retards his whole life, right? When he meets a guy like me, it's like he's, you know, he's a bit, you know, doesn't know how to act. It's like that's the world he comes from. You know what I'm saying? He's used to constantly hiring and firing people, right? He's constantly used to hiring retards that aren't going to be around for more than a week, right? And so that's the world he comes from, right? But I'm letting him know on my end, it's like I don't need to tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've had, you know, people go through things, right? I've had my time, but you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? This idea of things just dragging out and dragging out, you know what I'm saying? For Christ's sakes, like, you know what I'm saying? Show a little bit of character, you know what I'm saying? Give me an incentive to show up there. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You're hitting me up anytime you want, 5, 6 days a week. You're not paying my phone bill, okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that you're in a position to pay people properly before you decide to make a gig, all right? Because I'm not into just being friends willy-nilly with just anybody, okay? I'm not into being friends with someone twice my age with no energy, okay? Okay? You can't make more than you spend, right? I know that, right? But if I'm not making jack shit there, right, then I don't care about the tabs. That's what he doesn't understand. He's like, you need to moderate your tabs, your smoke. I'm like, dude, I don't make jack shit from you anyway. Okay? So therefore, I don't care what the tab says. I don't care how many tabs I take because I don't make much from you anyway. It's not made for me to make capital, right? But it's to a point now, it's like, okay, you need to make me a cash offer. All right? You need to start making, you know, uh, upping the ante, right? And that's the thing about Anil. As long as it's you know, it's like, if I continue to be associated with him, this is how he is always going to be. You know, because that's the world he comes from. Always dealing with retards. It's like, dude, that's not the world I come from. I don't have to deal with this shit. Okay?